guys. Hope everyone is doing good. I know it's been a while. Just couldn't help it. Getting that sick thing again. I don't know what it is, so I went right away and got medicine, but I'm trying to catch it before it starts. And here, I'm taking vitamin C. I'm drinking these protein drinks, trying to keep healthy. And the only thing I've done is gain weight. I've gained so much weight. Oh my gosh. Not that it's a big deal. It really isn't. Except when you start to wear your clothes, because I wear I wear leggings around here. But when I go out, I can only wear leggings. I can't get anything over my big old butt now. Anyway, lots going on. Boy, I know, lots going on. I'm going to start out with first saying that, that Ferguson in Missouri, that's in St. Louis. It's, like in big cities, you go from one to the other, and there's, this town, but they're all within the city, and, I mean, it's in St. Louis is where it is, but it's in North County. Now, I'm on the Illinois side, okay? I'm like 15 minutes from downtown St. Louis. And on the interstate, I can get to Ferguson, 15, 20 minutes. But I don't ever go there because it's rough. I mean, it's not this community that has just exploded. It is not first of all, I just want everybody to know, it's not a peaceful community. I mean, it's not harmonious. You know what I mean? It's dangerous. It's always been dangerous. Not saying all of North County and St. Louis is bad or dangerous, but most of it is. I mean, there's the South, there's the Central, but the North, a lot of drugs there, a lot of gangs, a lot of violence, a lot of killings, a lot of bad people. Not saying that they're all bad. I'm not saying that, but as far as a territory where, a lot of that's that area that it is. I don't go through that. Whenever I go to St. Louis, I do not, or let's say, North County over there. It takes me probably about 30 minutes, 25 to 30 minutes to get there. But I don't even go through it. It's just not a good place. So, was I surprised when all this started and the looting and everything? No, I wasn't a bit surprised. Because, there's a lot of towns and a lot of communities that are just very, very poverty-stricken. And it continues to stay that way for decades, for years. That's one of those towns that around them, you can go around them, all can be growing and, escalating and doing great, but there's just certain towns, it seems like, that no matter what, they just don't grow. They don't move. They just don't get better. They might get new stuff. They might get good stuff. They might get better stuff. But the town itself, it just doesn't get better. That's that. So, I think a lot of those people, that's just a sad situation all the way around. And I am not prejudiced at all. I have some of my very best friends are black, African American. I do not, it's not me. And my very best friends and are black, and they know that because it could be either or. It's bad is bad. It doesn't matter what color you are. It could be purple. It doesn't matter. But that area, it's like it has a darkness over it, It's just you can tell it's generational. It's that spirit, that darkness, that very little light. There is light there, I'm sure, but it's a struggling town. It's a struggling town. right in the middle of prosperous towns. So, and again, a lot of drugs, drug houses, drugs, gangs, violence. So when all this happened and they started that looting, most of that was an excuse just for bad behavior. Okay, so please know that this is the area that I'm from. You know, I mean, not there, but I mean, it's a half an hour from me. But the thing is, it did affect me because they were going to close all of the malls around because they were going to come over and start rioting at my local mall. Okay, and then they had to close like the really ritzy ones in St. Louis, that is central St. Louis, okay, like in the center, not south, not north, but center. um, it's just gotten out. It's an excuse for bad behavior now, is what it is. It's just an excuse. Yes, are they upset? Absolutely. And until they get down. But you want to know the craziest thing about it is, about a month ago, 6 weeks, 8 weeks ago, between 4, 6, 8 weeks ago. I read so much I can't tell you when I read it or where I read it. But I read St. Louis, someone predicted St. Louis was going to be the next place for unrest. How about that? That they were going to have something. They didn't know what it was, but something, and it was going to call martial law in. That was 4, 6, 8 weeks ago. So when this happened, I was like, oh, wait a minute. I read that. I did. I don't know what. I did. I read it. So I wish I could find it again. Maybe I can, but I couldn't tell you where I read it. But it was not a, small town that had peace in it all the time. I mean, not that it had gunshots 24/7 or anything, but it had gunshots. You know what I mean? It's a dangerous place. I don't ride through there. And no, I don't. So, was I surprised when it happened over there? No, I wasn't. Was I surprised when they started looting? No, I wasn't at all. Because again, it's just an excuse to go in and get those things. But the kicker about it is, can I tell you this? On Craigslist, somebody was stupid enough. Multiple, not just one, multiple. Michael Jordan Nikes, blah, 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 blah. $50 from the looting sale. Okay, all the stuff that they looted, they were selling on Craigslist. How about that? I thought I was gonna fall over on that one, but it's gonna trickle somewhere else into St. Louis. I mean, it really is. It's gonna trickle somewhere else there. I don't know where. But that is North County. It's over by Lambert Airport. I mean, it's north side. A lot of and of every place in St. Louis that's at north side, that is the worst. As far as gangs, drugs, violence, killings, murder, just bad. Again, it's that spirit. It's a realm. Okay, it is a realm. It is decade upon decade upon decade of that, So what do? I sure pray for everybody, and I hope that they can find a peaceful, resolution to it. But that, of all places for it to happen, that was just bad behavior waiting to happen. So, and I've lost a child. I lost a son at 16 in a car accident. So, as a parent who's lost a child, I know that heartache. Okay? I know it every single day. I understand that. That's not a club any parent wants to be in, the loss of a child. Anyway, just everything going on. Everything. There's so much I want to tell you. Another thing, too. I don't know if you know this or not, and I'm sorry if you do, but I'm repeating myself or I'm repeating something. But I did not know this information. a couple weeks ago, I found this out. I did not know. Remember in a few videos back, I don't know when I talked about it, and I mentioned the illegal immigrants coming across, the illegal aliens coming across the borders, and I said I understand it because they're going to be used on the dark side somehow, against against God's army or against the Christian, against something, but they were coming in, but they were going to be used far on the enemy's side. Okay, remember I said that? Okay, well, at the time, I did not know what I'm about to tell you now. I found out that, okay, so many are coming up through Central America, right? I knew that, right? So we know that not only Mexico, but it's Central America, South America, right? Right. Okay, we know that they're not examining them, they're not giving them shots, they're none of that. And the guards who work at those, where they're staying is the ones who stated that. But South America is the largest populated area of Islam convergence. How about that? I didn't know that. South America has more people who have became Muslim than any other country. How about that? They were Catholic, because it's Catholic territory. But they find it very similar, they said. They find it very similar, Islam, to the Catholic religion. Largest populated, area for Muslim converts. That's scary. Now that is scary. You never hear that, do you? Nope, you don't. What really got me was them saying that it's kind of like being, it was an easy transition to go from being Catholic to Islam. I don't even know what to say about that. But you know what it is? You see the thing, don't you? It's following. It is a religion that you follow. You follow the leader. You follow a plan. You follow rules. You follow guidelines. You follow. It's easy. You understand? Those are, I'm sorry, it is. It's both of them. You just show up. I mean, you do what you think, but I mean, it's repetitious. It's right in front of you. Okay? It's right there, and all you have to do is mimic and learn it, and see? They're following, they've turned from Catholic, but now they're that, but they're still following directions. They're still going by a guideline. They're still going by something. How about that? How about that? I got a lot to say today, let me tell you. Oh, I will tell you this. Oh my gosh, my battery's going to die. Now I'm going to have to run upstairs and get my battery. Okay, really quick. I have to do another one, but everybody's restless right now. I know that. I know it because we don't know what's happening, but I'm telling you, okay, the wicks are lit, okay? The wicks are lit, and they're simmering, okay? But it's a time now. You have to stand in that faith. Remember I kept saying that? He's going to see where we're weak, okay? And he's going to see where we need strengthening and where our holes are, That's exactly what he's doing. But he's like, you know me. And I said this on the last couple of videos, or one of them, but I said, I was asking the Lord for a sign. I said, Lord, just give me a sign. And I don't ever say that. I don't ever ask for that. But I was feeling a little melancholy and a little la-la and a little teary. But I don't ask for those. And loud and clear. He said, Mary, you see just fine. You see just fine. You hear just fine. You see what I want you to see, and you hear what I want you to hear. All about, you know. He said, you hear me. I go with it. You know, the thing is, it's my faith. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. It's that faith that you have to stand in. You have to believe it, and you just have to stand it, regardless of what is going on around you. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you want to crumble or not. You can't. Because you just got to know, oh, he's got it. I know it doesn't matter. He's got it. And that's what I do. Surely that's what I do. So he was like, it's like, Lord, well, I don't understand why I don't have dreams or visions. You know, I don't get that. He's not changing the course now. He's not going to change the course. He's not going to give somebody dreams and visions who's that's not their watchman role. Okay, they haven't had him before. Not that we might not have a dream, a rapture dream or something about tribulation. You know what I'm talking about. But I mean, people who get, you know, prophetic dreams and visions that all of a sudden he's just going to start giving them to you, or me, or he's not. Because we have our roles and we know them. And he said, if you truly stand in your faith, like you know that you have, you know me. You know me. You know my voice. You know when I'm talking to you. And you know everyone knows what their role is. It's whether or not they recognize it before we go. You know? But they do. They do. Again, you know it. You may not want to admit it or think it, because then you think it, then you think, well, am I thinking too highly of myself? You know, or what if I'm wrong? You know, why would he use me? You have to get that mind think out. Okay? Because you have to know. You have to be sure and say, yeah, I know. I know that's him. I know that's the Spirit upon me. And I know that was him teaching me that. That's what he wants. I'm telling you. I'm getting that. Oh, I'm going to have to go up and get the battery. I'll be right back. I'll have to do another video because I'm not merging videos because they just take too long to download. So I'll be right back. I got a lot of good stuff. Really do. Got a lot of good stuff.